that would actually allow it to end.
So to kind of give you an idea on this situation that we have. So one is, the president who has all the intel that's leading this, right? Going to war with Iran. When I said 47 years, there are a few players, because at the beginning, if you remember, the president said regime collapse.
Remember, Bibi was celebrating because he's been trying to get this war with Iran. He wanted America to fight their war for 47 years. Trump was the one to do it.
Regime change, right? This was something. We're not just going in there for nuclear. We're going in there for this. Okay. Now, the tone has changed for this recently. They're no longer talking about regime change or regime collapse. Why? Well, what do you need for this to happen? You need
they killed the Ayatollah and replaced him with a more radical Ayatollah. There was no regime change.
Leading voice and a candidate.
Ironically, the regime change happened in America. Now they're echoing anti-Israel sentiment from MAGA because they need to adjust. The regime change happened here. It didn't happen in Iran.
Right? You need somebody that we trust and others trust that, okay, hey, Iranian people, you have an example, go get behind this guy. It's going to fall. It's going to be a better place. Iran hasn't had that. It's not like anybody's out there campaigning. So when I said 47 years, these guys have been in charge. Iran's been a shit show. It's been horrible. It'd be great for the Iranian people to be free. My position hasn't changed, by the way. I interviewed the founder of Islamic Revolutionary Guard. I had him right here in the building next to him when he walked in.
Was that actually the founder, or was that a CIA plant?
I was a little bit worried on why am I here. And he was the co-founder with Khomeini when they started Islamic Revolutionary Guard. Khomeini would do the recording. He would be the first voice. So imagine you're speaking Khomeini. I'm the one that would say, the next person you're about to hear is the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khomeini, right? And you would go into it. This guy is who I brought into interview. And I said, all this stuff that happened during that time, the chaos, you supported this. He says, yeah, you're the co-founder. I am. What happened? All these things that said I thought it was going to be noble. I thought it was going to be this. It ended up being very bad. So we have to identify that IRGC is not a net positive to the world. Now, some people will debate this. You can't change my mind on this. I'm dead set on this here. Iran's a better country.
He's one of those people that pretends to be smart by writing and talking about numbers all the time. Oh, I got a pen and paper, so I know what I'm talking about. And he also loves to play the middle ground as if it's not clear who he supports. This shows it all. If anybody's doubting,
so I have a crazy idea for Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel as well as the world. If you like it, tag the world, share with everybody. If not, just move on. I think the world needs a comedic roast of Benjamin Netanyahu, sitting right in the middle with the greatest comedians in the world from America.
I think we should do a comedy roast for a war criminal. Okay? I'm a sellout guy. Let's do it. Celebrities. Tom Brady can come on out. Put him in the middle, do a big celebration. That'll end the genocide. A roast on Comedy Central, okay?
From the Middle East, from Egypt, from everywhere. Just making fun of Benjamin Netanyahu for 2 hours, just like they did with Trump many, many years ago, just like they did with Tom Brady. And Tom doesn't like stuff like this. Neither does Trump, but they took it. And what happened? All the people that hated Brady, they moved on. All the people.
Those are celebrities. Netanyahu is a wanted war criminal. It's like Trump wasn't the president at the time. It was 2012 when he was flirting with the idea of running. This is a sitting politician in charge of the nation that they're now admitting steals money from us so that we can fight their wars. This is the worst video I've ever seen. This is just the most damning evidence
that
ever.
Hated Trump were like, let me go to the next person now. I think the temperatures are very high. What's going on there and what's happened there, it's terrible. It's not slowing down. People are going back and forth. Why not create a setting for people to say everything they want to get it off their chest?
The genocide's not stopping. Instead of stopping it, TV.
Test. So nobody sits there and says, well, I feel like there's nothing I can say about Israel because if I do, I'm going to get canceled. Here's your opportunity to come and say whatever you want to say. Number two, here's Israel's opportunity to say, listen, we don't walk on water. We also have issues. Make fun of us. Let's move on. Trust me.
Let's move on.
There's a lot of people that are going to hate this idea. Absolutely hate.
Yeah, I wonder why, bro. Because you're saying, forget about genocide. Let's laugh together.
This idea. But I think the world needs a...
Someone in the chat said, yo, didn't Haiti lost? Lol. Didn't Haiti lose? The typos are getting really bad in the chat, bro. Yeah, Haiti lost 3-0. Not that bad. W Haiti, bro. Did a great job.
Roast of Benjamin Netanyahu. And quite frankly, I also think Israel and Bibi need this as well.
Bibi needs this. Okay, I wonder whose side he's on.
country without being ran by these guys, the world is a safer place without being ran by these guys. Then you have the president who's being fed intel by who? Those who are non-interventionist, and they're saying what? Let's not intervene. J.D. Vance, maybe Tulsi, maybe some of those guys. It says a waste of work, don't do it. Maybe Charlie Kirk, put him in here, right? Don't do this. Then he's got the other people that are saying, we have the intel, we're ready to go do it, right? We're going to be, it's going to be like Venezuela. We go in, we're out. Well, one thing we know for a fact, this is not Venezuela. It's a very different situation that they have.
Now you know.
So he then has to make the final decision of which side he goes and who he listens to. He built a team of rivals. He doesn't have a team that everybody agrees with each other. He's kind of like Lincoln. He built those guys there. So now he may go in and then say, oh my God, these guys are more powerful than I thought. They have the backing. Then he has to pivot. The word he used with me when I talked to him on the interview, and I brought up Iran, he said, we have to be fluid. You don't know what's going to happen. Things could change. Situations could change. And so I'm convinced whatever happened, Iran didn't have a main figurehead that we trusted to support. So if we know this guy doesn't exist.
Is he trying to be Professor Zhang?
A lot of people thought it was going to be Reza Pahlavi. We know if this guy doesn't exist, then we know regime change and collapse cannot happen. Okay, because you need a voice. You need a face. Like Argentina was who? Javier Milei. El Salvador was who? Bukele. You know, you look at all these countries, there's somebody that you can get behind. If you don't have that, then it's like, if that's the case, I'm just going now and it's going to be about nuclear, oil, Strait of Hormuz. That's what we're doing. We're out.
So on February 28th.
So basically they abandoned every original objective and just had to capitulate and declare victory over the Strait of Hormuz being open, which was open before the war started. It's ironic, too, that this guy, Reza Pahlavi, whatever, this was their alternative. They're not beating the allegations with the nose like this, bro. Not with this. Like, are you going to try to convince? This is not helping your case when you got, look at that honker, bro. Get him the same Dr. Clav got.
Do you think Trump was imagining it to already be Reza?
No, not at all. From the beginning, he says, I like him. He's a nice guy. But I don't know if he'd be the guy. So from the beginning, he was not very complimentary of Reza Pahlavi.
30 days before the U.S. and Israel bombed Tehran, the Times of Israel ran a piece. It said, why Patrick Bet-David is the leader Iran needs. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
It said, not the Shah's son, but you are actually the man who fits in this moment. I'm sure this is most...
Yeah, that's not a flex. When Israel sees you as a good puppet for them, that's not something to brag about.
Just noise, but have those ideas been entertained by any serious players in your life?
Entertainment meaning brought up to me? Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. We had extensive conversation about this last, I've never talked about this. We had extensive conversation about this last July when we were in the Hamptons. I got calls saying, do you have any interest? And then we had some major money guys that came to me and said, do you have any interest of wanting to